As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Allen. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Here's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen now looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Allen. That's out wide here for Robinson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Moore, the motion man right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go now.
Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're going to try and throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
56, 56, middle. Alert! Up! What's up?
Now Allen. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Allen going to change it up. Back to throw. Allen. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Allen going to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their 1st quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Cougar 19. Stephanie. Lion.
The slot man in motion right.
Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Warrior 70. Ready. Bronco switch. Ready.
They'll try the left side. Peoples. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. To the air, Allen. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not, and dropped him for no gain.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Middle.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen to throw once more. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman from 17 yards out. And the Bills are able to widen their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Come on, set. Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Take 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw again. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Come 19, come 19.
The slot man in motion right.
Check out.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Set. 19 tight, 19 tight. Here we go, set.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's a 2nd and 7. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Bring it. Let's go. Buffalo 18. Go.
On the ground with a tight end. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Loss of 2 yards.
Let's stay 19.
It's 4th down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
18 Rattler.
An audible here to get a new look. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Here's Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Allen now looks to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack and to stop him short of the first. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Allen going to change this at the line. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
56.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Bijan Robinson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the right sideline. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Kmet in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
It's caught by Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Robinson up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Coleman, the man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play
that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Allen going to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now Allen. And that one too wide and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And that will be incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Bills will add on to their lead. There are 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
19 Lions. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's more. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Check smash, check smash.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now the rookie's free. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Come 19, come 19. Set.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
They'll try and throw for it here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Teron Johnson able to pick it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Allen going to audible to a different look.
Now Allen throwing to start the drive. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. On play action, Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Kmet with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back at 60. Let's go. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hut, hut.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
19 Tiger. 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19 Lion. Warrior 70. Go.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. Just a gain of a couple there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That's another Broncos first down. First
79.
at the 3-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Again, he finds Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore from 3 yards out. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Complete at the 1.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
56, 56. Attack!
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On the run, it's Robinson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Allen going to change the look here.
Allen off the play fake. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Throwing now is Allen.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Hey, tight.
Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Broncos 19.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Chop 60, chop 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
The slot man in motion right.
Hut, hut.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
70 Ranger. Ready. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Broncos are able to at least get 1 score back. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the point.
That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And he comes back with 1 complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
Now Allen going to change it up.
So Allen's going to look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to over the middle, and there's a diving catch. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
19 tight, 9, Buffalo 18.
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Check, check. Mustang 19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
56, 56.
Here's Allen to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now Allen. And it's caught. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on just